Hey there, awesome air signs. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to Earth Wisdom Fire Tarot. So, this is going to be your singles reading for February. So, this is for Valentine's Day, for February, whatever is going to be going on with your love life. Hopefully, it'll show up in this reading for you, but just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. As usual, let's just get right into it. Oh, I wanted to mention too that I have a discount going right now for love readings in like through probably the end of February, maybe mid-February, I don't know. Probably the end of February. So you can get 20% off on love readings. So it'll be like twin flame, new love, and soulmate readings on my website. earthwisdomfire.com. Still weird having a website, like, whew. Transitions. Oh my gosh. Oh, my background isn't messy. It's literally what goes through my mind every time I have to pick cards up from the floor. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck right now, and literally everything is in reverse, which is so intense. It's like, wow. You've been through some stuff, haven't you, air sign? Like, this is a lot that I'm seeing here. But the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and right underneath that is the Three of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you've recently gotten over some sort of shocking betrayal, and it really broke your heart. I feel like you're sort of resisting fully releasing this because it would require you to like kind of have to slow down and stop and really process it like on an emotional level. But the problem is that it's sort of blocking these other changes and blessings that are trying to come in. It's like you're very, very blocked. That's why all these cards are in reverse. A lot of the cards that came up in the reading are reversed as well. So recently you could have been very focused on work. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, and this came out in the last reading too. But the message I'm getting here is like being really, really focused on work. It must be the way that you sort of get over something painful. It's just sort of like workaholic. You're like just being a workaholic, burying yourself in work, just distracting yourself. But I think that it actually is going to pay off for you in the long run. So it's not a criticism, and it's not something necessarily that you need to pull back on. But I feel like all you need is really a lot of self-awareness about this. I think that you're already probably a very self-aware person, but I think that you need to go the extra mile and really examine this pattern of being very hurt by something, and instead of fully allowing yourself to feel what happened, you sort of bury yourself in something else. But I think that you know, especially if you're committed to that person, you just really want to go forward being much more independent and much more stable. Like you don't have to depend on someone else for your stability. And I feel like with the Hierophant in reverse, you're not even really interested in commitment right now, honestly. It just seems like you're pretty happy to stay single, at least on a surface level. I feel like deep down there is still this yearning. Wow, it just got really cold all of a sudden. You like, do you feel like really closed off and like really cold? Like, I think deep down there's like this yearning for love and connection, but you're kind of like going into savage mode of just like really manifesting a lot of abundance, really focusing on success and things like that. I feel like with the Page of Cups, this is that sort of warmth kind of peeking through that sort of cold energy, that sort of cold exterior. I feel like this is you starting to open up your heart a little bit. I think something's going to happen for you in sorry about the noise from my sleeves. I feel like something's going to happen for you in February that is very heart opening. It's very like energetically opening. So you can't like really have that sort of cold exterior anymore. And whatever sort of unprocessed grief I was talking about because of this like shocking betrayal or something like that, you're getting an opportunity to really fully process it. And this Five of Cups and this Page of Cups honestly feels like you praying. Like that's, you're praying and you're very receptive to getting that healing that your prayers are asking for. And that's really powerful. You know, that's really important. Wow. Like whatever it is that you were dealing with, like it's honestly, it feels like it's a miracle that you still have a heart at all. That you still want to love, that you still want to give after after what happened. So I feel like with the Empress card, it's in reverse, but I feel like this is really about just loving on yourself and really nurturing yourself, like really, really feeding into yourself and channeling a lot of these really intense emotions that are coming up to the surface into your art or into something creative or into your business, you know, into what's manifesting you this abundance that feels like it's coming in. And just stay really focused on that. Because it's opening up a lot of opportunities for you. Like there's a lot that sort of feels like it's on the periphery of this reading, like right outside your field of vision. And it feels very positive, but it almost feels like you aren't in the right space to really understand it. Like you would definitely appreciate it if it were to happen right now, but you would, I guess, feel a bit hesitant to fully accept certain opportunities because you might not feel like you're ready. So I feel like you're kind of easing into you know, life after this major shift. It feels like honestly it was like a tower moment. Like the tower card didn't come out, but it feels like there was some sort of tower moment, something very shocking that came through that you've kind of been trying to suppress, trying to bury, but in February these emotions are coming up to the surface and you're dealing with them in a very healthy way. It's a very emotionally mature energy I'm getting from it. So with the Six of Swords, this is in reverse. I feel like, you know, for whatever reason, you can't get the space that you need from this painful person, the person who hurt you. You can't actually get the space that you need from them, which is really heartbreaking. Like, I honestly feel like a ton of compassion for you because it's like the devil's in reverse and they're right there in front of you. It's like this energy is right there, but you're being forced to heal from it and get distance from it in an energetic way, but it's almost like you can't physically escape this person. But the good thing is that, you know, especially if you're living around this person or they're a family member or something, the Ten of Pentacles does show that like something is going to be happening in your living situation that shifts, and it's going to be something that's much more healthy for you. You have the Three of Cups, so you may be moving in with a friend, or you may be, you know, finding a support, finding community, and you're going to be able to get through this. You're going to be able to get the help that you need, and you are going to overcome this devil energy. It's just that the difficulty of this lesson cannot be overstated. Like, you have to be extremely brave to incarnate with a lesson like this, because it just feels like you've been stabbed right through the heart, and even though you're bleeding out and you're wounded and you're in a lot of pain, it still hasn't stopped your ability to love and to care for others and to be compassionate. It's almost like you have compassion for this other person for what they did, because you understand, you know, maybe what led them to do it. Like, you can understand it. It doesn't mean that you're condoning it. It just means that you get it. And even in the midst of your pain, you're able to extend that sort of compassion to them that they weren't able to you, because you're stronger. You're an extremely strong, resilient soul, if this is resonating with you. So I feel like this Ten of Pentacles and Three of Cups energy is just going to be so, like, beautiful. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's like relief. It feels like home. It feels safe. It feels stable. It really matches your vibration. And it's going to be a really safe place for you to continue to evolve and to grow and to open up. This isn't going to close you off to love forever. It's just like, I think you kind of had a shell there for a while, a cold exterior, just to kind of protect you because you're just so tender. Totally understandable. So bottom of the deck is sexuality. So I feel like, oh my gosh, getting really dark energy here. Definitely, this person that hurt you or betrayed you, whatever happened, this is gonna sound kind of intense, but I do feel like they were like possessed by something demonic. I know that sounds very intense. I know it sounds really weird, but it's really just about recognizing that some people are susceptible to like energetic programming that you aren't. And the fact that you could never do something like what they did means that you're on a different wavelength, you're on a different vibration, you have all of this light that they were trying to steal. And they're like feeding off of your life force. They were, you know, they're not anymore. So I feel like the danger was, you know, you falling into this victim consciousness. And not that it's dangerous to be in victim consciousness, but it's like a trap. It's like you keep feeding yourself the same narrative, the same story. And instead of, you know, writing your own story and taking your power back, you just kind of keep giving a lot of your power away to this narrative. And I feel like you're getting this opportunity in February to really fully heal from this and to write your own story. And you wouldn't be given such a difficult lesson if there wasn't something really beautiful right around the corner. So you have discover your life purpose. So really focusing on your work is actually a really good thing. Just make sure that whatever you're giving your energy to, it really feels like it's in alignment with who you are, with your gifts, and you feel fulfilled just by giving through that work. And then you have soulmate, you know, so there is a soulmate coming in here. And it's a really, really beautiful, powerful love. It's like very healing, this person. And you may already be feeling their energy. Like, I feel like you already have like a psychic connection with this person. And yeah, it just feels like it's a balm. It just feels like it's like a calming, peaceful presence, you know? This other person, and it doesn't even have to, this other person didn't have to be like a love interest, but they could have been. But it could also be like an authority figure in your life or something like that. Somebody that just really violated your boundaries is literally what I'm getting. I'm so sorry. Definitely praying for your healing if this is resonating with you. But I just feel like there's this beautiful, like, healing, calming energy that's coming in. And this community is so interesting. This is so similar to last reading. This, like, community coming in here is just like a really safe space. Not coming in, that you're sort of seeking out, and that's like, you know, given to you. It just feels like this safe, welcoming, homey place. Oh my god, the soulmate card came out again. Amazing. Yeah. So bottom of the deck is manifestation. So this is about, you know, this 8 really represents like power and infinity, like infinite abundance, anything being possible. I feel like you're really engaging with the truth of who you are and not this victim consciousness narrative anymore. Like there's definitely a time to be angry, to like seek justice, to want the truth, but I feel like once you really accept the truth of who you are and what it is that you have to offer and what it is that you deserve, a lot of this connection energy that you've been craving is going to come in very naturally. But right now it's almost like you don't feel like you deserve it, or you feel like you're not in the right space to truly connect with others. But through this new community or through this new family, whatever's happening here, you're feeling true connection for the first time in a really long time. So again, soulmates card came out. And soulmates don't have to be romantic. They can be platonic. And I feel like of anyone, like, you know, air signs really understand this, especially Aquarius. So I feel like it's coming out here with the spiritual maturity card, because instead of, you know, really focusing heavily on romance, you're really focusing on growth, spiritual growth. And you found this community of other people who are willing to do that kind of healing and experience that kind of growth right alongside you. And that's going to give you a lot of peace. And once you have this foundation of inner peace, manifestation is a breeze. It's literally just like you breathe and you manifest what it is that you want. So having a foundation of inner peace is really how happiness happens. It's how joy happens. It's how fulfillment happens. You need this foundation, and you are getting it. So it's been rough, but things are definitely looking up. Be gentle with yourself. This reading feels very gentle. It feels like a balm. It feels like it's comforting. It feels like a hug. You know what I mean? So I'm sending you an energetic hug, because, like I said, very intense energy coming through here, but really beautiful how you've been able to handle it, how you've been able to come out the other side stronger, and you're just very resilient. So I think that's really beautiful and admirable. So I hope this helps. Thank you so much. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can get that information down below or at earthwisdomfire.com. Reminder that there's a discount right now. So yeah, praying for you. I love you. Bye.